But right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. To throw is right. Throwing on first down. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Right. That's to Cook out of the backfield. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. This defense for the Bears, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
Yeah, we're definitely in top form and pitched a shutout, as a matter of fact. That's the cherry on top of a great week of preparation. And you know what? These guys are eager to keep it going. So motivation this week, not an issue.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
Ready, go.
Looking to throw. Right. Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Well, not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Bears take over. 32-yard line. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10. At about the 32. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Fields. Looking sideline, incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target. 3rd down here.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Airing this one out for Evans. That's caught at the 25. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
Complete to Mooney on the slant. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. Here's Fields. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Play action. It's Fields. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
On 4th down, Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. David Montgomery, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Bears' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Back to throw. Right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Right. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Open man is Uzama. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzama. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now Cook running right. Well, the Vikings had 8-3 now. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down. Well, these two teams hooking up for the 2nd time this year. They first met back in October, week 7, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off the bootleg. Right. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Okay, ready. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Right. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 33. He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Back to the ground, Cook. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2. Brings up
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Right. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Warrior 70. Three. 7 Pirates. 18, Pioneer.
right. Throwing on 4th down. Now Cook hit and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Montgomery on the counter. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Off-play action, Fields. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And this is something you don't see too much of. Fullbacks trying to stretch the field. But he does a nice job there getting lost out in space and comes up with a really nice gain.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 45 yards on the ground for him so far. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. He and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now it's Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And they'll get this down to the 10. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
This one swung out to Montgomery. Touchdown, Bears! David Montgomery, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. Operating from the gun. Right. He's got Turner. 30. 10. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 70 yards. And the Vikings get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. Completion here to Claypool. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Davis. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Fields to Mooney for the Chicago first.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. On 1st down, it's Fields. And Davis with it left side. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. Butker's kick here is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Fielded right around the 8. And able to get this out to the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys are lobbying for those in the locker room at halftime.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll fake the handoff, now Fields. Airing this one out for Evans. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. A shotgun snap, Fields. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring it down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Here we go on 4th down, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he is going to have the Bears first down as this defense went a little too loose there. They give up a gain of 19 on 4th down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Eluding the pressure right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll get this quickly out to Claypool. Touchdown! Chase Claypool, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
The extra point is good.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now right on first down. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Here we go. 70, give a whoop.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
On second down, Cook. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Check smash, check smash. Trap 50, trap 50.
Looking to throw. Right. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Butker on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a
and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
87 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. On play action, Fields. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game,
now the ball comes loose. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. A play fake, now Fields to throw. This is caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point by Butker is on target. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here's Wright to throw on 3rd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Now Fields. Yeah, he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bears extend this 4th quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Right now to throw on second down. And my goodness, another interception. Kyler Gordon picks it off. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears continue to pour it on here in the fourth. Extra point by Butker is on target. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And this offense on third down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. On 2nd and goal, Fields steps away. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down and goal. Fields now to throw. And it's caught. They are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down. They snap it to Fields. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Butker now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together. and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Cook again. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Operating from the gun. Right. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here we go. Buffalo 18. 79 Broncos.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Being chased out left. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Michael O.J. Mudia. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Running with Montgomery from the pistol. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Man is Komet, the tight end. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The Bears on the move. They've got another 1st down. They have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start. And pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the 4th quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw is Fields. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Vikings are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there? Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
They'll dump this off to Cook. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Come on.
Now a 2nd down and 6. play action. Right. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They run again on first down. Cook. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so.